Hello everyone, it's Kathy Champion and you're back with me here on my YouTube channel, Kathy's Random Acts of Stampin', and I want to take the time to thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited. I've got some announcements to make, and I've got a fun project, something I've been working on for a couple of months, but I wanted to make sure that I could get this hammered out just the way I wanted to before I brought it to you, because I'd seen a lot of people doing this card. It is all over the internet, but I didn't want to do it until I knew that I could explain it in a simplified way that would make it easy for everyone, no matter what your skill level is, to be able to grasp it. So that's what I've been working on, and I think I'm there. So we'll hope that that's the case. But anyway, thank you again for joining me, and we're going to be working with this little bundle called In Symmetry, and the In Symmetry stamp set is a photopolymer stamp set. You can see that I have used it. You can see some of them have a little bit of stain to the stamp. Anytime you use any of the darker colors, they will discolor your stamps a little bit. It doesn't mess your stamps up. They still work as good as they did when they were brand new, probably even better. And it bundles with this Symmetry stem border, and this is a beautiful border punch. But not only that, you can cut these little pieces apart, which is probably what we're going to do. And this designer series paper is gorgeous, and it says the colors that you can use with this is Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Flirty Flamingo, Night of Navy, Just Jade, and of course our basic white. So we are going to get into this project, but before we do, I got a couple of things I want to go over. One is, I want to apologize that I was late this month getting all of my host gifts out to y'all. They are in the mail, so you should be on the lookout. Also, the winner from this past Wednesday's live, which was Brenda Hightower, your little pack of Dimensionals along with a card for me is also in the mail. And our winner of the stamp set for the month was Nancy Boatwright. And Nancy, your stamp is on its way. So with all that being said, I wanted to get that out of the way and apologize for being late getting those out to everyone. It has been quite a month. And it's still not over. So anyway, I'm not going to go into any details right now. I will get the results from my MRI that I had done this past Tuesday on next Monday, not this coming Monday the 12th, but the 19th. So keep me in your prayers. We're believing. We know that God is good all the time, and I am trusting that God's going to take care of me. And I am a little concerned, and I will share this much with you. They did find a very small tumor when they did the kidney stone, but that kidney stone ended up being a tremendous blessing. So my urologist was able to zap it. He feels pretty sure that they got it all. So I know everybody's been asking and wanting to know how I was doing. So I'm keeping my spirits up, and I am doing my best to stay as positive as I possibly can. I want to thank you for all your prayers, all of the well wishes, and the get well cards. Speaking of which, I received this beautiful card in the mail this week, and this card was from Asia Rutledge. Asia does the most beautiful work. We have, all of us that know Asia, we have told her over and over, she really needs a YouTube channel, and if she ever starts a YouTube channel, I have got to have her on my team with Stampin' Up, because I think she would do awesome with that. But look at this beautiful, it's an easel card, and I have been enjoying this on my desk. I got it in the mail yesterday, and I wanted to bring this when I did my very next video and show y'all, and it was a get well card, and I could not be more thrilled with this. Thank you so much, Asia. It is beautiful as all of the things that you've sent me. I treasure them, and I have them either hanging or sitting around in my craft room where I can enjoy them, and this will be no different. This will go in a very special place. I'm going to sit it right over here for now, but it will go in a very special place so that I can enjoy it. Okay, back to a little bit of business. If you shop on my online store and you spend $50 before shipping and tax, it has to be $50 worth of product. Starting in August the 3rd, that $50 will also earn you a free gift through our celebration campaign. So the new mini catalog, that's another thing that I wanted to bring up. The mini catalog will go live on August the 3rd. So I know everybody's excited, because I know I am. And I have my box of goodies. My pre-order will be here Monday, and I can't wait. And some of you have said that you wanted me to do an unboxing, so I will definitely do that. It will probably be Tuesday before I can do that, because usually my UPS delivery is usually very late in the afternoon. But this, I can't open these catalogs yet. I cannot open them to show you any of the beauties in here until August the 3rd. But I can show you the products that I have pre-ordered, and if you have seen some of the other demonstrators, you probably have seen some of their unboxing. So I haven't watched the unboxing because sorry about that, because I wanted to wait and do my own unboxing without being influenced by other people's choices, if that makes any sense. But anyway, if you spend $50 or more, and if you use my host code, which you should see drop in right about here, then you will not only receive a free gift out of this little celebration catalog, you will also get a free gift from me along with a thank you card. So that is just my way of saying thank you, thank you, thank you for choosing me. All of the demonstrators out there, you chose me, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I might not be able to offer you just yet the biggest and brightest prizes, but I will do my best to be here for you 100%. So just know that you are very important to me, and I couldn't do what I do without you. So thank you once again. What I wanted to show you today, and I did this card, and this is done on a 5x7. I know we don't normally do 5x7 cards, and I cased this off of another lady's channel, but this is what has gone around the internet as a pinwheel card. And you can see why they call it a pinwheel. It actually looks like a pinwheel, and it stands up like this, but it will also lay flat to mail. So it's really a unique card, and as you turn your layers over, it's almost like that never-ending card that I did a while back, but each layer has a different aspect to it back over. So you have 4 sides, then it gives you lots of real estate to decorate. Now I did one that was done on the smaller level, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a smaller one, and if anybody's interested in me coming back and showing you how to do the larger one, or if you just want me to email you the dimensions, I'll be more than glad to do that. The smaller one, I didn't decorate this one like I did the larger one, but you surely can. There's no reason why you can't, but as you can see, it's the pinwheel. This is a smaller version, and when you turn it, and this was my first one, so it's not perfect, so don't judge. But as you can see, you turn it, and as each layer unfolds, you have a different scene to decorate and add your pretties to it. So let's go ahead and get started with this. And what I did, one of the most crucial things that you will want to know about this card is, now I've pre-cut my pieces, but all of the measurements and everything will be in the they will show up here as I show you my pieces. They'll also be written out in the instructions below and the description below. So and along with each one of the item numbers of everything that I use. So if you're interested in grabbing this In Symmetry bundle with this beautiful border punch, you can. And if you bundle them, you save 10% over just buying this separate and then buying this separate. So I always say, you know, why not just go ahead and bundle? I mean, it is the thing to do. So what we need first is we need to make our cylinder. So in order to make our cylinder, and I've got my ruler here so I can make sure I'm giving you the right measurements. This one is 4.5 by 4 1/4. And on the 4.5 side, 4 1/2 inches, you're going to score. And I'm going to show you exactly where you're going to score at. You're going to score at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very simple. 4 score lines on your 4.5 inch side. Just remember, your bigger side is the side that you score on. So once you do that, then you're going to want to go, well, the next thing you're going to want to do is decide which one of this paper do you want to show. Because as you can see, and I think you can see better with the bigger one, you see my designer series paper inside. You will not see what's on the outside because it's going to be covered up. So whatever side is your favorite, and I think I want this to show on the inside, so I'm going to fold this to the outside. So this way, and you're probably going to want to grab your bone folder, because anytime you're doing a fun fold card, your bone folder is crucial to get those nice crisp edges, and you're going to need those for this. Now I'm going to show you a real simple way to put this cylinder together. Another thing too, you're probably thinking, well, why are you using designer series paper? Wouldn't it be more sturdy if you use cardstock? I mean, that's what I thought. Absolutely not. If you use cardstock in the middle, it's going to be way too bulky, because you're going to be adding cardstock on all 4 sides of the cylinder. So you want to use something, and copy paper is not quite thick enough. Cardstock is too thick. So designer series paper works fine. So pick the side that maybe is not quite your favorite. I won't say your one you don't like, because I find all paper pretty. But lay it out, and on that 1/2 inch strip you'll have a 1, a 1, a 1, a 1, and then this edge over here will be a 1/2 inch. And what you're going to want to do, you can use tape runner. In fact, let's do that. Let's go ahead and use some I'm going to use the Stampin Seal Plus. You got a 1/2 inch there, so it should be plenty enough to be able to pull this through. So if you hear noise, my husband is outside cutting grass, so he was waiting for it to cool down a little bit today because it has been so hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold that like that, just like that, and I'm going to fold this over to it, just like so. See how simple that was to get your cylinder? And now you have your cylinder is completely done, and now you're ready to work. Now what I like to do is, after I do my cylinder, I like to come back and just hit it really good with the bone folder, and I do it all the way around just to make sure I've got everything squared up, because that's going to be crucial when you put your cardstock on. So now I am ready to put my pieces on, and I chose the Night of Navy for my pieces, and it's going to be the same as this. It's going to be the 4 1/4. So what I did is I took a full sheet of cardstock, I cut it in half on the 8.5 inch side. So here's your 11 inch side. The 8.5 was across there, and I got my other piece. I put it in and I cut it in half. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn this around, and you're going to cut it at 2 3/4. So you're going to cut 4 pieces, and this should give you exactly 4 pieces. So you're going to cut 1, and then bring it up to 2 3/4, and cut again, and then slide it over to 2 3/4, and cut it again, and then this last one should be perfect, and it is. So that will give you your 4 pieces that you need. So we've got those done. Now gluing these on can be the tricky part. Here's our 4 pieces. Well, actually I've got them right here. Here is our 4 pieces. So what you're going to want to do is start on one side, and all you're going to want to do is just sit that down right on that score line. Now you want to make sure that your piece can bend, so if you want to, you can bring it to the outer edge like that, and make sure that you're getting everything evened up. that is a very easy way to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Stampin' Seal, and I am going to run a piece across here and here. And now I am going to take this, and I'm going to turn it like this, put this right up to it, and fold it over. Oops. I'll tell you what, let's see if we can do it this way. I'm going to sit this down right on that crease. This might be the easier way to do it. You can feel that crease. So once your cardstock fits into there, just go ahead and press it down. Now you're going to turn it, and you're going to put your next piece right there. Just like that. And see, that one looks like it will go in real easy because you have that crease right there. Let's get it. Oh, you know what? I'm out of Stampin' Seal. Let me grab a refill really quick. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to show you real quick how to reload your cartridge. Let's see if I've got a plus. I do. So when your refills come in a package like this, and all you want to do, and that's something else, Stampin' Up's packaging is awesome. You're just going to take that out, and you're going to turn it just like this, so that you're going to drop it in just like you take this one out. So lift it out, drop it in, and it usually just drops right in. Just like that. And once that drops in, then you're going to just pop this back over it until you hear it snap, and then you're just going to roll that until you get to the sticky, and it's right there on the edge. Then you can just discard this, and you're ready. You're in business again. So we have just a tiny bit up here, but we need a little bit more, actually a whole lot more. And now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to sit this down just like that and press. And we're going to turn it, and we're going to do the same thing right here. So all you're going to do is continually turn this and put the next piece down. And that was the thing that I found very hard for everybody to really grasp, because some of the demonstrators or some of the people that I saw make this card didn't make that real clear. And maybe it was just me. Maybe I was having a, well, I was going to say a blonde moment, but my hair's platinum, so God saw fit to give me platinum hair, and I'm embracing it. Maybe I was having a senior moment. Okay, and we got one more that we're going to put right there, just like that. So let's go ahead and do our seal. And then we're going to put this one right here. Just like that. Press it down, and now you've got your cylinder. And then you have to decide which piece you want to be your front. Now, yeah, you're going to see a little bit of a gap right there, but it doesn't really matter because you're going to be putting decorative paper over this. So decide what you want. I usually like to find my better side, and see, this lays nice and flat. So I find my nicer side, and I decide which piece I want on the front. And I think I want this piece right here, and right here I want this piece. And what you're going to do now is you're going to go around and you're going to decorate it. And these pieces are all cut at 2.5. These were 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So these are all 2 1/2 by 4 by 4, not 4 1/4, by 4. That's going to give you that little bit of border all the way around. And that's what you want. You want that little bit of a border. So I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to use some of my Stampin Seal, and I'm going across this way because I don't need to run it up and down. I just need enough to catch it on each end and the middle. So we're going to lay this one down, and I like this one because I think it coordinates with that pink against the navy, and I think it looks beautiful. And you can see just how easy this card is when it comes together. I mean, it's just really an easy card to make. So, and it has such a wow factor because, you know, it's a pinwheel. So I love a fun fold card. I like something that's different, and this kind of checks all those boxes for me. So now what we do is we turn it to the next side, and then we decide what we want on this side. And this one I'm going to put this blue, and I think I'm going to do, where's my other colors? I thought I cut some more strips. Surely I did. I know I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Okay, we're going to go back in and see if we can find our, I could have sworn that I had done enough of this for the entire card. Well, okay, let's go ahead and put this one down, and then we're going to go in because I need to grab something that's going to accentuate this. So I'm going to go this way. Just like that. And I'm going to set this down. Just like that. Now I got to find some more of this paper that I want to use for, and I think what I might do is I might cut a piece of this because I think that yellow against the blue would be pretty. I think. Or would this be pretty? Oh, you know what? I did cut a strip. Let's see if we can make this work. That's very pretty. We're going to need to cut that down a little bit more, but we can make that work. So I'm going to grab my trimmer again. And we know that those pieces need to be 1.5 by 4. So 1.5. I hope y'all can hear me over top of the lawnmower. I never know when my husband's cutting grass, and especially when he's right out here in front of the window, and I'm right here at the front window, whether y'all can hear me over the lawnmower. I'm hoping you can without too much of a problem. I'm going to cut 2 of these as well. Hey, that worked out pretty good. So now we got those cut. And like I said, don't fret about the measurements because they're all going to be in the description below. So you won't have any problems finding the measurements and being able to do this card yourself if it was something that you like to do. And you know, if you don't have the paper that I have, always remember that you can use whatever you have. So, you know, you can make this card work. But if you love this set or you love this paper is one of the packs that is on sale. That was the other thing that I meant to announce earlier in my announcements and totally forgot. We have a paper sale going on. Stampin' Up! Has 9 of their designer series papers that are on sale. So what a great time to pick up some of your favorites. And the peach paper, the pansy petals, Beauty of the Earth, and hand pinned, and You're a Peach. That's some of the ones. The animal print, and what's the one with the plants? Oh my goodness. Bloom Where You're Planted. Those are all on sale, so 15% off of your paper. So if you're interested, go over there and grab some of them before they sell out. I am sure that Stampin' Up! Is going to run short on some of this paper with everybody grabbing it up, because it is a great time to grab it. And whenever anything is on sale like that, I say stock up while you can. I know I did, because I use a lot of the paper because I'm constantly making videos and bringing pretty stuff to y'all. So, and speaking of pretty stuff, I cannot wait till Monday. I get my Christmas stuff. Oh, that's about as crooked as can be. Let's see if I can get that off. What I did, if you heard me huffing, I just huffed on it, and it helps that adhesive to let go. So let's try that again and see if we can get that a little bit straighter, because that was way off. Yeah, that's much better. And then I'm just going to make sure I press that down really good. And we're going to turn it, and we got our last little section here, and this one is going to go right here, maybe like that. So I'm going to put some adhesive here, here, and here. Oh, it's so pretty. And press that down, and then we're going to do this last piece. And just like this, we are going to call this card done. Or just about done. At least we've got all the mats down. So the fun part now comes in decorating it and putting our little messages on it and things like that. So we're going to have some fun. And you can actually decorate this like it's a little, almost like a little mini album. So we're going to start with this side. I believe that was the side that I wanted for my front. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, I like that side. Look how pretty that looks all the way across by using those different designer series papers. I love it. I think it's so pretty. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to stamp out some of these pretty designs, and we're going to actually do some stamping on some basic white cardstock. Maybe for the front, we just want to do a piece. Let's cut us a strip in white. And I'm just going to cut a piece about 1 inch. Let's see if that stamp will fit on 1 inch. Thanks so much. Let's do 1 1/4 inches. We can always trim it back down if we need to. You can always take off, but you can't add back, right? So now that we've got this one, oh, you know what? We're going to need to cut this down too. I'm going to make a little pencil mark on here. I know that I want it to be about to there. So I'm going to trim that off just past that mark. That'll work. And if you want to do it like in a little banner, you can always use one of the banner punches. I love this one. If you just want to do a simple little banner, this one right here is fantastic. So let's try that. Let's see, that one is too big to go in there, so we are going to need to let's stamp first. We might not use it since it's a little bit too big. We can always dovetail it ourselves, can't we? I'm going to use that Night of Navy just to kind of tie in with everything else. I think that'd be really pretty. So let's grab our Night of Navy stamp pad, and let's get another stamp block. And I think that will work right there. So I'm going to ink that up, and I'm just going to kiss my ink pad. You don't want to scrub it, and you don't want to work it too much because you'll get ink all in between. We're working with photopolymer, so I am going to grab my Stampin Pierce Mat. This makes stamping these stamps so much easier. So I'm going to go over to this side and stamp it down. I'm going to hold it, make sure that ink transfers beautifully. I love that. So now let's see if I can find my Stampin' Scrub or my chamois. What did I do with those? Oh, here they are. This one I found first, so guess what? We're going to use it. And here's my stamp. And the other thing that you can do if you want to coordinate that just a little bit more, what we can do, let's see if we can trim this down a little bit. Let's put this ink pad up before I put my hand in it. And I'm going to close that punch. I'm going to leave it over here though, because you know the verdict's not out yet. We might still be able to use it. I'm going to grab one of these extra little pieces of Night of Navy, and I'm going to bring my trimmer up, and I'm going to see if I can trim this down ever so slightly. Now that we've got it stamped, we can pretty much see where we can trim. So right there, I think we can trim off. Very good. And we can also turn it around and trim a little bit off of the top. See what I mean? So now we've got that trimmed down a little bit, we might be able to use it on here. Let's try that again and see if we can get it. Oh yeah, beautifully. Now what I like to do, and you might need take your pick tool for this so you can kind of maneuver it around in there, because when you have a tiny piece like this and it kind of slid in crooked, so and just work it until you get it right where you want it. And you can use your take your pick tool to, you know, manipulate it just ever so slightly. It looks like it needs to go over this way. Yep, that's not good. That looks pretty good. And now we can pull that out and we have a banner. So what I want to do with this piece is I want to cut it just a little bit bigger. About, let's see, this one is 1 inch. So we're going to do this 1 1/8. And that's going to allow us to put this down on here. Just like that. And I'm going to cut that off right about, you see how I measure everything? Not even. I'm going to cut that off right about there. And now we can go ahead and cut this. Let's glue it down first. How about that? And for this, I'm just going to use some liquid glue. I just heard a little bit ago through my phone that we've got some severe thunderstorms coming this way, so I hope my honey bunny hurries up and gets that grass cut and gets back in the house, because he does not need to be out there on a lawnmower in the storm. But you know how men are, they can be so stubborn. Gotta love them. Alright, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to judge my distance and just cut in, and then cut in over here. Just like so. Cut in and cut in. And that should give us our little banner. Just like that. So now that I got that done, I can go ahead and put this away. And And I'm just going to set that over there for now and bring my card back over. Get my tools out of the way over here. And now this is ready to go on right about here. Just like that. And I think I'm going to glue it straight down because I don't want any more bulk in this card, because every time you add layers you're already adding bulk, and we want this card to lay nice and flat. So I'm just using a little liquid glue, and I'm going to put it right about there. And make sure you get it nice and straight. Alright, so that's all I'm going to do on the front. Now we're going to go to this one, and I want to do something in, okay, thinking. What do I want to put here? You know what would be really cute is if we did a little pocket. So I'm going to actually cut a piece off of here that is 2 1/4. Let's try 2 1/4. So you're going to need your trimmer a lot. So I'm going to cut this off at 2 1/4 by, let's do it by 3 1/2. We might need to take another 1/2 inch off at the bottom. So I did 3 1/2. So maybe we should have done that at 3. Yeah. We did that at 3 1/2. So let's just call that 3 inches. And we're going to put that little flower on this. And we're also going to let me get a little circle punch. And I'm going to use I'm just going to use a 1 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to go in about halfway here, and I'm going to punch out just enough to make a little thumbnail there. Now we can stamp our flower. And I think I'm going to go with the blue. Maybe the Misty Moonlight would be very pretty on there. So let's grab the Misty Moonlight. And let's see if we want to stamp off. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap grid paper. And I'm going to ink that up. Stamp off and stamp off. I like that. I really like the stamping off. Alright, let's bring our mat back over. And I'm going to ink it up. Now these are solid images, but you see how well they stamped? So I am going to stamp off, and stamp off. I like that too. Alright, let's try that again. I'm playing, y'all. Sorry. Stamp off and then stamp on. I love that. I think that'll look very pretty on there. So now let's do our stem. And I'm going to do the stem in the same blue, but I'm not going to stamp off with the stem. I am going to get this right up to there, just like that. And let's get our little And don't y'all look at my chamois, because my chamois look like they've been through the mill, but they are clean. They're just stained. This is my first one, my old one, and it's very subtle. I mean, very soft and flexible. This one's a little stiffer because it's the newer one, but I do love my chamois. So let's, sorry about that squeaking, but you know, that's the nature of the beast when you are cleaning up your stamps. The good thing about this is no chemicals, because it's just water. And you can literally take a spray bottle, and I have this little aerosol type spray bottle, and you can literally just spray that with water, and it's ready to go. I love it. I don't leave these closed up wet. I will open them up and let them dry, and then I'll re-wet them, and they work fantastic. So, I'm so excited, and y'all have to let me know how my sound, how the volume is, because my old mic ran on a battery, and that battery was forever and a day going dead on me, and I hated it. It drove me insane. So I literally ordered myself a new battery. Oh, look at those leaves. Are they not pretty? Y'all think we need leaves? I think we do. Let's pull our flower off, and we're going to sit the flower back inside my stamp case, and we're going to load up those leaves. And do I want to do the Misty Moonlight again? I think I do. And I think on the leaves I'm going to stamp off as well. So let's stamp off and then stamp on. Ah, yes. Love that. And we're going to actually create a little pocket just by just doing a little bit here and a little bit there. What if we put a couple of little flowers? Maybe a heart. I think we can do that. Let's get a couple more stamp blocks out. We can do this little one. I don't have any more tiny ones. I need to get me another itty bitty. So let's try this one. And maybe we can do this one. And now we need to do the heart. I think I'm going to do the heart full strength and full strength. Okay, I'm not sure if I like that, but you know what? We'll go with it. We'll go with it because we're decorating all these different sides, and we need to do something to make this beautiful, and I like that. So what I'm going to do now is I want to run just a line of glue around the outside edges. You don't want to go down too far. You don't want to go up under here because we're going to put a little tag in here. Come on. If you let this stuff sit for a hot minute, it will get where you can't get it to come out. All right. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas, or at least with glue. So I'm just running very, very gently around the outer edges of this. Oh, that glue doesn't want to come out. Maybe I should have used the sticky tape. Let's see if that'll hold. Now I'm going to bring it down low and go right around these edges. Oh, I think that's going to take. All right, now we have a place that we can put, oh, I don't think it did. We'll see. If it doesn't take, we'll come back and we'll put some sticky tape on it. Or some seal or something. The tear and tape usually will take care of stuff like that very easily. And that's what I used on my larger card, and I probably should have used it on the bigger one, but I didn't. So I'm just going to put some of these little pieces back in here, because there's nothing worse than losing a piece of your stamp set. Have any of y'all done that? Oh, it drove me crazy. Y'all have heard me tell this before. I lost Baby Jesus off of one of May's stamps, and this has been ages ago. And this was before Stampin' Up. And it drove me insane. I ended up buying another stamp set because what's the manger scene without Baby Jesus? I was devastated. To this day, I have not found that stamp. I do not know where it went. I searched my trash can. I searched everywhere. All right, let's try doing something with these little leaves and see what we get. I've got this little piece of navy that was left over, so oops, you know, it might help if I unlock it. Usually makes it much easier to get your paper in it. I'm going to bring it right to that edge because I want to see how many of these stems I can get, making sure that it's all the way in there. And then we're going to slide it. Maybe we need to slide it. Oh, we got two. So maybe I'll just go with these. And I think we can put these, let's see if they'll look good up here in the corners. Like that. And maybe a big flower in the middle. And I think what I want to do, I really want to use that big flower. I'm going to try it. I'm feeling gutsy. And I want to do this in the Night of Navy. So I'm going to grab that Night of Navy. Grab my big, or one of the bigger stamp blocks. This is actually D, which is one of the most popular blocks that you can get. So if you are interested in a really good set of stamp blocks, you can buy them individual or you can bundle and save 10%. That's one thing that Stampin' Up offers that is awesome, is they always have any of their groups of stuff in, what did I do with my Stampin' Pierce? Oh, okay. We had it here just a moment ago. Oh, I stuck it back over here. Okay, I'm going to probably ink this back up again because, yeah. Let's try it on here first. Oh, beautiful. Isn't that a gorgeous flower? Now, yeah, we're going to have to fussy cut, but you know what? It's all right. Look how easy that's going to be to fussy cut. Love it. Now, I am going to stamp my stem, and we're going to cut the stem out too. And maybe we'll use those as the leaves. So this is a smaller stem, but it's okay. I should have left that on the block. I'm going to try to get this nice and straight this time. Sometimes it's hard to get a stem nice and straight. I'm going to turn this and see if I can get it right there. Oh, I love it. I love it. So now let's go ahead and see if we can trim this out. So I'm going to grab my little paper snips. This makes fussy cutting so easy. And what I'm going to do is just cut that piece off and get that excess out of my way. And then I'm going to go straight up that stem. And in fussy cutting, remember this technique. Move your paper, not your scissors. So if you drive your paper instead of your scissors, you will have a better outcome with fussy cutting. And you also want to turn your scissors in like that at an angle. Makes it much easier to get around your images. And I hate fussy cutting. I absolutely hate to fussy cut. That's why I got a Brother Scan and Cut. On a good day, I would just take this over to my Scan and Cut, load it in, tell it to cut it out for me, and call it a day. But I didn't plan my card out in advance enough because I was just so excited. I wanted to bring this particular design to y'all and show you just how, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back and trim this out much closer and neater. Let's just get that off of there. Now let's go in and cut and cut. And then we're going to go straight down that stem, just like so. And now I'm going to come back around here and trim some of this out. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just like that. And I definitely messed that up. Alright, that looks pretty good, don't you think? So we're going to put that down and we're going to use these to be our little leaves on each side. Let's trim this bottom end off. Just enough, just not see that down there. Now this is going to go on here. Again, I'm not going to put any dimensionals on this because I want everything to lay nice and flat. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back of this. Let's see if we can get this glue going. There we go. And there we go, around and around. And then we're going to put this right here. Just like that. And then we're going to take our little sprigs. I'm going to tuck those right up under the edge of that. I don't know. I think it's already down. It is. That's okay. We'll just put glue and butt them right up against it. And we're going to put one right here. And put the other one on the other side. Just like that. And then I think what I might do is use a little sentiment. And we don't have any little sentiments in here though. We just got two big ones. Best Day Ever and so let's see what else we can do. I want a little something something across the bottom. Maybe we'll do let me get my lid back on my glue, or you know what I'll have. I will have a mess. I'm going to lay that on top of that glue that I squirted out so I don't lay my card in it. And let's put this ink pad away. And I'm going to grab my big scissors. I have a better chance of cutting a straight line with a pair of shears than I do with the snips. Just like that. I'm going to angle it and angle it. I just want something across here for a little definition. See what a difference that makes? Kind of grounds your flower so it doesn't look like it's just floating out there in the middle of nowhere. So again, a little liquid glue, and I'm just going to put a little bit on there, and we're going to sit that down right about there. Okay, that one's done. So look, we got one more side to do, and we can actually make the little tag for that and call it a day. How cute is that? Is this something that you think you would want to do? Is this a card that you would make for someone special? I think it's adorable. I really am embracing it. I think the possibilities are endless to what you can do with a card like this. No, that doesn't go. I saw that paper laying over there and I thought, maybe, not even. So let's see, do we want to do, let's do a tag. Do we want to, let's do a little small tag. I'm going to grab a tag punch. Maybe this one. And this takes probably a 2-inch. This is the fancy tag topper. And let's get our trimmer because we need to cut this down. And I believe that is a 2-inch space. It is. I keep saying I'm going to put that somewhere so that I will know that it's 2 inches without having to measure it every single time. I know I've seen some people that do that, and they will put the different measurements, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I really need to do it, but I just haven't. So I'm just going to slide that up in there. See, it fits perfect, and I'm going to stamp, and there we go. Is that not adorable? And if you wanted to, you could round your corners. I'm going to use my trio, the Detail Trio. This is a wonderful little tool because not only does it give you a decorative edge, a hole punch, but also a corner rounder. So just put that in there like that, sit it down, make sure it's in there, and punch. Put the other side in there, making sure everything's lining up, and punch. And then you've got a beautiful little tag. Oh, I love that. Now we've got to stamp something on there, and I think we need a sentiment. How about you are perfectly unique? I did not see that. Here we go. You are perfectly unique. I love that. We're going to do that in the Misty Moonlight. So let's bring this, get some of this stuff off of my desk. I have made a mess, y'all. Y'all know that I cannot craft without making a mess. It is just who I am. I wish I could be one of those crafters that's so neat and tidy. But you know what? I think a lot of times we don't see outside the camera exactly what is going on. And if we did, we'd say, you know what? They're a messy crafter too. I'm going to put that right there. And I'm going to grab this stamp block. And we're going to pick that up. Misty Moonlight. Right there, and we're going to kiss that good and stamp it down. Love it. And I'm going to do a couple of little flowers around that. I think it would just add so much to our stamp set. I mean, our, I got ink on my. That's okay. I have alcohol wipes over here just for that reason, because I can be messy. And that's all right. Set that down. Yeah, I got blue ink all over me, y'all. That's all right, though. You know what? If you're not making a mess, you're just not having fun crafting. Isn't that right? That's what I say. How about, nope, 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 those are too big. Those are a little bit too big. So let's do the little flower. I think I'm just gonna put one right there in the corner, maybe one up there. And for these, I am gonna stamp off. And then we need some ribbon in that. Let's see, I do have some navy. This is a small, this came in one of my paper pumpkins. And I'm like, why not use what you got? I'm just gonna cut a small piece. I just went against my own rule. Did y'all see what I did? I used my paper snips for my ribbon scissors. You know that's a no-no. I won't tell if you won't. My grandma would have had my hide for that. Alright, that's okay. So I'm going to feed this through just like this. And then I'm going to loop that back through there. Just like that. And then I'm going to tie a knot. Just a simple little loop knot, just something to hold it in place. And then we're going to trim these down just a little bit like that. And then this is going to go right here, just like so. Isn't that cute? And I'm just going to use some regular glue and put this down. And then I'm going to take just a little minute to clean up my mess, and then we're going to go back and look at this card, and then I will get this uploaded for everybody. And well, by the time you see it, it will be uploaded, right? Thanks so much. We're going to put a tag in there. We got that little beautiful flower, and you are perfectly unique. Isn't that so cute? And we can put our little signature on that tag that we're going to put in there. So we can do something like, see, that didn't catch. We're going to put some good sticky stuff on there. So let me grab my tear and tape. This is what I should have used to start with. Let's get this ink out of our way. And I'm going to put a piece across the bottom. I think I just got too much stuff on my desk. And then we're going to take another piece and put it right about there. And we got that taken care of. So I'm going to burnish that down really good, and then we're just going to take your pick tool and lift that backer off all the way around. All three sides. This will definitely hold it better than the glue. I was a little bit afraid of using the glue, plus my glue wasn't coming out very well. Normally the glue would take, but under those circumstances I don't think it would work. So let's put that down right about there. And then, like I said, we can make a little tag that will go in. And we're going to need to cut that a little bit smaller, like that. And then we can stick a tag in there. What I might do is another piece of navy behind it. Alright, and I'll be right back because I'm going to clean everything up and then we're going to come back and take a look at exactly what we did. I'll be back. Okay everybody, I got everything cleaned up and my space kind of back together, and this is our little pinwheel card that we made, and as you can see it sits up like this, and I just made this as a simple thank you card. But there's really nothing simple about it because this is a very pretty card to give to anyone. And I put a tag in here. I just made a very simple little tag and tied a blue ribbon on it. And that is there so you can, since there's nowhere to really sign the card, that's a really good idea to make a little tag, and then you can sign and write a little note to your recipient. But as you can see, everything came together just like we wanted, and that is our card for today. I hope you enjoyed the process of watching me put this together. Let me know what you think of this card, and if you want to see the larger card, which I really think I like the bigger one better because it does give you more space, more real estate to decorate it and make it just like you want it. So just let me know in the comments, and if you'd like to see me make this one, you know, if I have a few people that say they would love to see the bigger one made and see how I did the scalloped edges, I'll be more than glad to do a tutorial on that one. I probably won't do the pansies, but I'll do something else very similar with that very same layout. So anyway, thanks again so much for tuning in, for being a part of my crafty family. I love each and every one of you so much, and remember, as I always say in closing, let everything that you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is so worthy of our praise and our honor in our life. So until we craft again, God bless and keep you. Bye-bye.